Hi friends, how's everybody doing? I've heard from a lot of people through these first few days of July are very emotional, and I just want you to go with whatever's going on and allow it to release. Don't fixate on it, don't become it. Feel it if it comes up, release it. That being said, there's a full moon healing circle next Wednesday, the 13th. So if you're looking for a little extra balance, healing, whatever you need in your life, this could definitely be for you. They're wonderful. They're over Zoom and they're just so relaxing. I channel a meditation in every one of them, and I just guide you through with the full moon releasing and making space for new intentions to be set. That is really what this is about tonight. I wanted to talk about the intentions that we set and how our mind works. I heard a really good analogy today about the conscious and the subconscious mind that really made me think. So if you think, if you're sitting there rewriting your dialogue, rewriting your life, rewriting whatever it is, and you're finding you're feeling resistant to it, that's normal at the beginning, because it almost feels like sometimes you are delusional because your conscious mind is looking for evidence in your subconscious to be like, hey, that's happened before, or no, it hasn't happened before. So if you've never experienced what you're working to create, your subconscious mind's going to be like, nah, this isn't true. And this is where you persist in your conscious knowing that it is true and being that version of yourself where it is true. So if you think of your conscious mind as a gate and your subconscious mind is the gatekeeper, say it's like a gated community, something where you need permission to enter, or not permission, but you need previous circumstances to show that pattern to enter. And if you come up and say you're like, I'm super successful in business, or I have a really awesome relationship, or I have a great relationship with a friend, family member, spouse, and your subconscious mind is there to say, no, that doesn't exist. You've never experienced this with that person, or you've never experienced this in your life. And, before you might have been like, oh, okay, so self-destruct, or this isn't true, so I'm just going to give up, or no, this can never happen for me. This is where your persistence is key, where you continue to tell that subconscious mind that, yes, it is true. I am on that list to be let in. I may enter. I'm going to call somebody to let them know to put me on the list, and you persist in this way to enter, to get that, to align with that feeling, that wish fulfilled, that energy, that alignment. The law of attraction community calls it aligning your energy. Law of assumption calls it creating the subconscious assumption, the conscious assumption. I just call it becoming that version of yourself. Knowing. And, even when you do get pushed out of balance and have a hiccup in life, have something where you're like, oh my gosh, this is over, I've screwed it up. You've never screwed it up unless you believe you screwed it up. That is what we need to rewrite in our dialogue. So many times we may have something that may seem like, oh my gosh, it's over. It's not, unless you believe it's over, unless you believe it's done, unless you believe, it's all about your belief in self. It's all about your belief in self, always. And I will preach this in almost every video I put out. You must believe in yourself, and you must feel a deep desire to create what you're working towards. Otherwise, you're going to be sending out mixed signals to universe, God, source, the creator, whatever word you use for that energy out there. And it's going to be like, okay, I'll give you a little, and now I'm going to pull it back. I'm going to give you a little, and now I'm going to pull it back, because that's what your mind's doing. It's wavering. This is where you need to get in a steadfast position. And I laugh because I'm all about name meanings, and my name, Becky, means faithfully steadfast, which means stubborn AF, pretty much in layman's terms. And you know what? I've always been very stubborn, but stubborn, for years it was stubborn in a not good way. Now it's stubborn in a very persistent and knowing way. And it's very helpful in this journey because I know what I want, and I know who I am, and I know what I'm capable of, because I'm capable of anything. Anybody who's super successful in any part of their life, whether it's finances, business, relationships, even child raising, anything that you're successful in, sports, it's because you believe you're good. Do you know any pro athlete that thinks they suck? No, because they wouldn't be a pro athlete. They know they're good. And when I speak about the God energy within, it's not that we are God. but we must align our energy with that creative source that's out around us, that universal source of creation. And by understanding that we have that God seed within, and when we become one with it, when we align and co-create with it, this is where we can create things at the snap of a finger. You become the alchemist. You have the Midas touch. You create anything effortlessly. And it becomes very beautiful and apparent. And at first it might be scary because you don't believe what you've created and you're like, that can't be it. But when you start to persist in the belief of your own inner power, the inner power of your mind, not the external power of manipulation or forcefulness or anything that we've used in our 3D reality, because that's how we've been taught to create or get what we want. But when you persist in your mind in knowing, it just happens, and it's awesome, and it's awe-inspiring because it makes you want to create more and more and more, and of the highest best good for all. I manifest for everybody around me. You know, I always set the intention that everybody who comes into contact with me has amazing life and works through their pain, works through their emotional triggers, feels fully healed, feels whole and complete. And that's what I get from my clients. Like, that's the feedback I get. And that is so amazing. So, you know, our success stories always start within. Quit disempowering yourself by believing you're not good enough, or by believing there's something wrong with you, because there is not anything wrong with you. If you believe it to be true, it will be true. If you believe you're sick, you will make yourself sicker. If you believe you're healthy, you will switch that. I have removed health conditions, autoimmune disorders that I had that were deemed incurable. They don't exist in me anymore. They were all connected to my nervous system and the trauma I held and the fear that I held within me. And when I worked to release it, these seeming disorders and diagnosis disappeared. My doctor even asked me what I did, and I was like, I don't know. I just believed I was okay. And I worked through it, and that's how I've lived my whole life. So if you want to live your life like this, if you want to live an effortless life where everything begins to just flow to you, you're magnetic, start by believing it. Start by knowing it and declaring it within yourself. Start by being that seed and planting it and aligning it with the sun, which is the God source energy, and allowing yourself to bloom and travel upward to that and connect to it and be it and embody it. If you're wanting a little extra oomph or coaching, or just need a kick in the butt coaching, soul guidance, that's what I do. Let me know. I do offer one-on-ones. I have limited availability for the summer months because we know summer's busy and I'm quite booked up. I offer many group Zoom sessions, such as the healing circles. I have courses that run. So if you'd like to join those, check my link tree, or if you're it's in the event tabs in the groups. If you want to join my groups, comment below. I can send the links. I'll send the links for anything that you like. Reach out to me if you need anything. And as always, share your success stories with me. Share your goodness. Instead of complaining about the things that we're doing wrong or that we want to change, start celebrating the things that we're bringing in and the little successes you see in your life. I love you so much, and I have faith in you, and I know you can do this, and you already are doing it because you're seeing this video, which means you are amazing. You're amazing anyway, even if you don't see this video, but you're on that path. We are all algorithms, spiritual algorithms, and the things that come to you are just a reflection of what's inside. So look at you. Keep going. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.